Let's talk about something that's got a lot of players frustrated. The Zen event. It sounds serene with its floating flowers and mystical vibes, but honestly, it's kind of a letdown for a lot of reasons. Let's walk through why this event feels like more trouble than it's worth. Nice and slow, like we're just chatting by a quiet pond. The Zen event was introduced to bring this peaceful, Japanese-inspired flair to the game. You've got the Zen shop, the Zen tree, and those tranquil mutation plants, all tied to this hourly Zen aura event. It's supposed to feel calming, like tending a Zen garden, but in practice, it's more stressful than relaxing. And I'll explain why as we go. First off, let's talk about the Zen aura event itself. It happens every hour for about 10 minutes, and during that time, your plants have a chance to get the tranquil mutation. These plants glow briefly, so you've got to harvest them fast. Sounds simple enough, but it's not. You're basically glued to your screen, waiting for that event to pop off. Every single hour. That timing is a big problem for a lot of players. If you're someone with a job, school, or just a life outside the game, keeping up with an event that demands your attention every hour is rough. Missing even one Zen aura can set you back, especially if you're trying to farm chi points. It's like the game's punishing you for not being online 24/7, and that's not fun. Chi points are the currency you need for the Zen shop, where you can buy things like Zen eggs. You get chai by trading in those tranquil mutation plants to the raccoon NPC, or tanuki, as some call it. But here's the catch. Getting enough tranquil plants to make a dent takes forever. You might only get a few per event, and each Zen egg costs 30 chai. So you're grinding for hours just for one egg. The Zen shop itself is another pain point. It restocks every 30 minutes, but the items are random. You might check in and find no Zen eggs, which is frustrating if you're trying to chase something like the kitsune pet. You can spend 75,000 shekels to refresh the shop manually, but that's a ton of in-game currency. Most players can't afford to keep doing that, and it feels like a cash grab. Speaking of the kitsune, that's a big reason people dive into the Zen event in the first place. It's the only way to get Zen eggs, which have a tiny 0.08% chance of hatching into a kitsune. That's 1 in 1,250 eggs, friends. Even if you're farming chai like crazy, getting enough eggs to have a real shot takes hundreds of hours. It's a grind that breaks most players. The Zen tree is another part of the event that sounds cool but falls flat. It's a community effort where everyone turns in tranquil fruits to level it up, and you can get rewards like Zen eggs or other goodies. But the rewards are random, and the egg drop rates are so low that it feels pointless. You're putting in all this effort for the community, and the payoff is rarely worth it. It's like planting seeds and getting nothing but weeds. Another issue is how the Zen event messes with your regular gameplay. If you're focused on catching every Zen aura, you're not spending time on other stuff, like experimenting with new crops, decorating your garden, or just enjoying the game. It's like the event hijacks your playtime, forcing you into this repetitive cycle of checking in and harvesting. The tranquil mutation plants are cool in theory, with their glowing effect and all, but they're not that profitable. The chakra mutation you can get from pets like the kitsune gives a 5x multiplier, which sounds nice, but you can get similar or better multipliers from other events, like windy weather. The rare foxfire chakra mutation with its 90x multiplier is so hard to trigger that it's basically a myth. For casual players, the Zen event is especially rough. If you only hop on for an hour or two a day, you might catch 1 or 2 Zen aura events, and that's not enough to make progress. You're stuck watching other players rack up chi points while you're barely scraping by. It's discouraging. The event feels designed for hardcore players who can stay online all day, and that's not most of us. Even for dedicated players, the rewards don't always justify the effort. Let's say you're grinding for Zen eggs to hatch a kitsune. You might spend weeks or months farming chi, only to hatch egg after egg with no kitsune in sight. That 0.08% chance is brutal, and it can make you feel like you're wasting your time. The game's supposed to be fun, not a second job, right? The Zen event also puts pressure on your pet inventory. You can only hold 60 pets unless you've got game passes or traded in aged pets to expand it. If you're hatching tons of Zen eggs chasing that kitsune, you'll need to keep clearing out your inventory, selling or deleting pets you might actually like. It's a tough call, letting go of pets you've bonded with, just for a slim chance at a rare one. If you're thinking about spending Robux to skip some of the grind, that's an option. But it's not great either. A single Zen egg costs 149 Robux, or you can get 10 for 1,269 Robux with slightly better drop rates. But even with that bundle, the kitsune odds are still awful. You could drop a lot of money and get nothing. It's like throwing cash into a wishing well and hoping for a miracle. The event's design also feels unbalanced compared to other events in Grow a Garden. Take the windy weather event. It's random, sure, but it doesn't require you to be online at specific times. You can play at your own pace and still get decent rewards. The Zen event, with its strict hourly schedule, feels like it's punishing you for having a life. And that's a big reason players get frustrated. Another thing that stings is the lack of variety in the Zen event. It's the same thing every hour. Wait for the Zen aura, harvest tranquil plants, trade for chai, repeat. There's no real change-up or excitement. It's just repetitive. Other events in the game, like seasonal ones, mix things up with different challenges or rewards. And the Zen event feels like a slog. But then, Zen event might seem tempting because of the kitsune's unique design and prismatic status. Those 9 tails and that red glow are stunning. No question. But when you realize how much time, or money, it takes to even have a chance at it, it's hard to justify. The event's rewards just don't match the effort, especially when you could be enjoying other parts of the game. Trading is an option if you want to skip the grind, but even that's a hassle. The kitsune's value is around 60 to 65 quintillion shekels, and the market's unstable. Finding a legit trade is tough, and scams are a real risk. You could lose everything you've worked for. It's another layer of frustration tied to this event, and it's not worth the stress for most players. If you're a new player, the Zen event can feel especially overwhelming. The game doesn't do a great job of explaining how it all works, so you're left figuring out chi points, tranquil mutations, and the Zen shop on your own. It's like being thrown into the deep end, and it can make you want to give up before you even start. That's the rundown on why the Zen event in Grow a Garden falls short. It's got this serene vibe, but the constant grind, low rewards, and strict schedule make it more stressful than fun. If you're a casual player or just want to enjoy the game at your own pace, you might want to skip it. Focus on the stuff that actually brings you joy. And if you find this video useful, hit that like and subscribe button right now.